So the view is always somewhat distorted because of the video, but so far I have my rev indication lights up here and I have the oil gauge meter down here. And first of all, this is quite annoying when you drive at night, so I actually put in a switch now here that cancels the light, but it still measures the oil pressure. And what I also did, I'm gonna drive the car so it's getting warm, and I'm trying to set the warning signal, so when this goes below a specific value, I think I set it to 2 bar, this light is supposed to start shining. And I had connected some stuff in behind there, but I'm gonna drive it a little bit more so I get the oil pressure down and the engine temp up. It's not up there yet. And then I'm gonna place this light up here just next to the rev counter, so I get a clear warning when the oil pressure drops below normal value. So I'm gonna drive around a little bit more and see if I can get the engine temp up and the oil pressure down. So it's actually working, because when you drive you're normally above 2 bar. Let's see if I can focus here. Hello, come on, it's just black, that's why. Okay, but so you can see when it's below 2 bar the light is yellow, so that's the low pressure indicator I set by using the 2 buttons here. And when you drive, it's normally above 2 bar, so the gauge is green. Really annoying that it doesn't focus. Come on. No. And I also connected it to the light, so when it's above 2 bar, normal driving, idle driving on the highway, it doesn't shine, but when it drops below 2, it gives me a warning. And I'm gonna put the light up here, so normal driving is gonna be off, and when I idle it's gonna shine. So then I get an early warning for low oil pressure. So I'm gonna show you a little bit what has happened behind here. And it also works when turn off the light for the meter, so that's really good, exactly what I wanted. So it's a little bit of a hot mess and the lighting isn't very good, but so behind here, so you have the, I don't know, I'm gonna show this. This is a lot of temporary stuff I've been doing here, so I'm gonna clean it up. It's gonna look better. There we go. But what I did, I pulled power and ground cable up here, so I could connect everything up here. So the red one here is from the gauge, so that's the main power, and equally you have a black one here, that's the main ground. And then you have power and earth going, you have power and ground here going to the button, and the white cable here is from the gauge, so that is controlling the light. And it all says in the manual how you need to set it up. It's a matter of keeping the right button pressed, and then you give power and you toggle full power or dimmable power. So it's, if it's blue, then it's you can shut it on off. If it's white, then it's on the whole time. And you can set the low warning light, so it shifts from the light you want to have, and the normal oil pressure light, and the level, and you can have a high level indication also. I don't use the high level indicator myself, and it's a combination of using these buttons. You need to read up on that. And the interesting thing for this lamp application is the orange wire. Let me see. So you need to use a relay here. So you connect it to 86. So the orange cable is from the gauge, and you connect it to 86. And these two cables here, they are temporary, so I'm gonna put in some proper ones. These are to on and off switch for the lighting, so they control the light. And then you have a power cable here from power into 85, and those two goes to the lamp. And make sure you make a circuit with the lamp and these two connections here. It's somewhat explained in the manual. It's a little bit fiddly. You need to read up on how a relay works. It's not very complicated. I've never done it before, but I got it to work. So next matter of issue is placing the light up here, so it's next to my shift light. So the shift light, I always have them in my view when I drive on a track, and I'm gonna place this light just next to it here also. And I'm gonna shift to orange light because I have red light as a warning for the shift light, so I don't want to confuse it with this. Maybe I should put it over there even. Well, I think it's better here. We'll see. So I have to take out the gauge cluster to run the cable behind and underneath and up here. It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle, but yeah, no, it works. So good luck.